In a world where celebrities are constantly asked to share their opinions on politics, John Cena continues to do what he does best: choose his words carefully. The WWE legend, Hollywood actor, and global icon once again made headlines after politely declining to comment on a question involving former U.S. President Donald Trump. While some may see silence as avoidance, others recognize it as wisdom, especially in today's divided social climate. A question that stirred the room. It all started during a recent media interaction where John Cena was promoting his latest movie project. In a room full of cameras, journalists, and flashing lights, one reporter took the conversation in a completely different direction. Instead of sticking to wrestling or cinema, the reporter asked Cena for his thoughts on Donald Trump's recent political activities and potential return to office. The question seemed simple, but the room suddenly grew quieter. Cena, known for his calm demeanor, smiled and paused for a moment before responding, not with words, but with tact. He simply said, "I'm here to talk about my work and the things I can control. I'll let others handle the political conversations." That brief response was enough to end the line of questioning, but it opened a floodgate of reactions across social media. The internet reacts instantly. Within minutes, Cena's name began trending on Twitter X. Fans and critics alike debated whether he made the right choice. Some praised his professionalism, calling him a man who understands the power of silence, while others accused him of playing it safe to protect his Hollywood image. But anyone who knows John Cena understands that this is not the first time he has chosen to stay neutral on politically sensitive topics. In fact, Cena has built his reputation not only on his wrestling legacy but also on his ability to rise above controversy. Cena's history of careful communication. John Cena's career has always been about balance, balancing fame with humility, confidence with respect, and strength with compassion. From his early WWE days as the Doctor of Thugonomics, to becoming one of Hollywood's most recognizable faces, he has learned to measure every word he says. Over the years, many public figures have found themselves in trouble for political statements that aged poorly. Cena seems to understand this risk deeply. His public image is one of global unity. He speaks to children, families, and fans of every nationality. That brand of positivity doesn't easily coexist with political debate. In one of his past interviews, Cena said, "Greater than, I don't think my job is to tell people how to think. My job is to entertain and maybe inspire a few along the way." This mindset explains his recent reaction. While others might jump into political commentary for publicity, Cena has always played the long game, protecting his credibility as an entertainer and a role model. Why his silence speaks volumes. In today's polarized society, staying neutral is harder than ever. Every word can be twisted, every opinion turned into a headline. John Cena's silence was not about indifference, it was a statement of focus. By refusing to engage in political commentary, he reminded everyone that not every celebrity must have an opinion on everything. Political neutrality, especially for someone with a fan base as global as Cena's, can be a form of respect. It's a way of acknowledging that fans come from all walks of life, different cultures, beliefs, and values. Cena's approach keeps that bridge intact. Many observers noted that Cena's body language during the interview said as much as his words did. Calm, polite, and professional, traits that have defined him throughout his 20-year career. John Cena, a brand built on respect. John Cena's brand isn't built on shock value. It's built on discipline and integrity. His fans admire him not only for his achievements but for the way he carries himself. Whether he's inside the WWE ring, visiting children through the Make-A-Wish Foundation, or acting in Hollywood blockbusters, Cena has one consistent quality: authenticity. He's granted more than 650 wishes for children battling critical illnesses, more than any celebrity in history. For those kids, his political opinions don't matter, his presence does. That's the Cena philosophy. Actions speak louder than opinions. The Trump factor. Why this question matters. Donald Trump's long history with WWE makes any question linking him to a wrestler instantly newsworthy. From his appearances at WrestleMania to his induction into the WWE Hall of Fame, Trump's presence in the wrestling world has been well documented. Many fans still remember the Battle of the Billionaires storyline between Trump and Vince McMahon at WrestleMania 23, one of WWE's most talked about segments. So when a superstar like John Cena avoids commenting on Trump, the silence echoes louder. Some believe Cena's neutrality could be linked to his professional relationship with WWE, a company that has historically maintained a friendly relationship with Trump's brand. Others say Cena simply understands that mixing entertainment with politics rarely ends well. Media pressure and celebrity responsibility. In the entertainment industry, refusing to answer political questions can sometimes create more noise than answering them. Celebrities are often expected to speak up on every major issue, but that expectation can backfire. By refusing to comment, Cena demonstrated a different kind of leadership, one rooted in discipline. He didn't lash out, didn't make a scene, and didn't turn the moment into a spectacle. Instead, he redirected the focus to what truly matters to him, his craft and his fans. In an age where outrage sells, Cena's calmness is refreshing. He reminded journalists and fans alike that every conversation doesn't have to turn political. Fans divided but respectful. After the clip circulated online, thousands of fans defended Cena's choice. Comments poured in, greater than, he handled that perfectly. That's why Cena's still the GOAT, respectful, smart, and classy. He's too wise to fall into that trap. Of course, some critics suggested that celebrities with large platforms should use their influence to take stands on political matters. But as Cena has said before, his influence comes through motivation, not opinion. The bigger picture, staying true to his values. Throughout his journey from WWE ring to Hollywood spotlight, Cena has built his life around values like respect, loyalty, and hard work. These aren't just his slogans, they're the foundation of his public image. When asked to weigh in on something that could divide his audience, Cena chose unity over division, and that's not an easy choice in 2025. Many wrestling veterans and media professionals later praised Cena's restraint. One former WWE producer commented, "Greater than, Cena has always been smart with media. He knows how to control a narrative without offending anyone. That kind of discipline separates icons from temporary stars." Cena's unspoken message to the world. In a sense, Cena's refusal to speak was a message in itself, one that said, focus on what you can control. While politics and debates rage on, Cena continues to put his energy into inspiring people through his actions, movies, and charity work. And in doing so, he stays true to his most famous mantra. Greater than, never give up. By choosing silence over conflict, John Cena once again showed that leadership doesn't always require loud words. Sometimes, it just needs quiet strength. Legacy beyond the ring. Even though John Cena wrestles less frequently these days, his influence in WWE remains enormous. Young superstars still cite him as a mentor, and fans around the world continue to chant his name in arenas. His journey from a young wrestler in Massachusetts to one of the world's most respected entertainers is a reminder that fame can coexist with humility, if handled with care. As the dust settles around his latest interview moment, one thing is clear. Cena's silence made more noise than any headline could. And that's what makes him different. Conclusion: in an era where words are often weaponized, John Cena's decision not to engage in political discussion shows maturity and control. It's a masterclass in professionalism, a reminder that not every question deserves an answer. By staying focused on what he loves, Cena continues to win, not just in the ring or on screen, but in the arena of life itself.